In the previous video, I showed you 7 deadly signs that you might have a blown head gasket. Now I want to show you how you should fix it, because you don't want to just pull the cylinder head off, slap a new gasket on, and go. So if you've tried replacing your head gasket at least once or twice and it's still causing the same problem, keep on watching, because I did that with a 2001 CR125. I replaced it. I'm like, oh, I got it fixed. And then it happened again within a couple hours. I'm like, what in the world is going on? So I replaced it, I think, again. And then it did it again after a couple hours. I'm like, what in the world? I just replaced it. How could this fail 2 times in a row? And how did I know it failed? Well, it was leaking coolant within like 5 minutes of trail riding. And I knew that I didn't overheat the bike because I was still riding at a pretty good pace. Because if you're riding at a really low speed, getting the bike hot because not enough airflow is going through it, it can leak coolant out. But I knew that the bike wasn't getting too hot. I could feel the radiators and it felt like regular temps. So that's when I took the cylinder head off, I think for the 3rd time, and brought it into work, where I was working in a machine shop at the time, because I knew that if something was warped, that's going to cause the head gasket to fail. So I checked the flatness of it with some quality inspection tools, and honestly, I was surprised because I didn't notice much difference. The only part of it was right next to where the combustion chamber is, and it was not flat within like 1.5 thousandths. So that's 0.0015 of an inch. Not very much. So I took the dowel pins out, which were kind of a pain in the butt, and then I flat sanded it. Some guys, they put it on a lathe and face the end off, but it really doesn't take much to make it flat. So I used a flat piece of glass or a flat plate of steel, put some sandpaper on it. You can do it wet or dry, and just do some figure 8s with it until you get the whole surface flat and even. You can just pull it off, wipe it off with a rag, and just make sure that the whole surface matches in color and look. And after I did that, I put it on with a new head gasket, and what do you know, it worked. I rode it for hours, didn't have a problem. That fixed it. It was just a little part of the cylinder head that was warped. So if you had a blown head gasket and replacing the gasket itself didn't fix it, you might have this problem. And if you want to know 3 big mistakes that kill the reliability of your 2-stroke, you should check out this video right here. I'm Kelly Figge from MX Hideout. Ride safe, have fun.